Who wants to know a few ways to have a better day? Very, very simple, costs you zero. What? Well, yeah, we should talk about this as soon as I find the video clip that I want. Hang on a second, and I should find it. No, wrong one. I have to laugh. I have to laugh because the video clip that was coming up first was the Sunday afternoon chat, and that's a completely different show. Good morning. Good morning. This is Jan from New York City, channel name. Jan from New York City saves money. I love helping people keep some of their own heart, earn money. Could that be you? I hope that everybody is doing well. Listen, there are some things that we could do for absolutely FREE to make our lives easier. Now, I had just eaten a breakfast of, I like my scrambled eggs made a certain way. And by the way, I have a little bit of a tip for you. This is only for those that like to have a little bit of a buttery flavor in their scrambled eggs. I actually spray my pan with nonstick, but what I do is I do take, let's say, about a teaspoon of, now this is important to notice the distinction, of whipped salted butter. Okay. I take a teaspoon of that, and as my eggs are setting to be scrambled in the pan, I throw it in about, put the butter in about midway. Yum. What an incredible taste difference. It takes it from regular to, oh, wow, this is really yum, yum, yum. I don't know why, but I just had to throw that in. So I just had to finish this because I record these shows a week in advance. So today is actually Friday, June 9, I think. Yeah, I think it's June 9 today. Yeah. So today is Friday, June 9th, but you're listening to this, however, on the 16th. Yeah, if my math is correct. Hello, wake up, Jen. So the point being, I'm standing near the sink and I clean up immediately. Okay. So I had my frying pan, my skillet was still quite warm from the scrambled eggs. But can I tell you something? What might take some people 15 minutes of scrubbing time took me about 20 seconds of cleanup time. This is what I'm trying to say. Oh, and by the way, a couple of reminders. This is Friday, and every single Friday, I want to remind you, have you put your $5 away for your stockpile yet? Have you begun a stockpile yet? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to some previous videos because on Fridays, I want to remind everybody, take $5 out on a Friday, put it on the side, and use it towards your stockpile. If you want to spend more than $5, absolutely go ahead. But $5 is your baseline to get a couple of things. Put that $5 away as soon as you're finished listening to this video. Just saying, just saying. Oh, having said that, all right, let's go back. What might take some people a much longer time. Now, why do I say take a longer time? Because when it comes to cleanup in the kitchen, time is of the essence. Do not let pots and pans hang out for long periods of time before you make a decision to wash them. Now, I'm not saying that you personally do that, but I have seen people do that. And I'm like watching them sometimes. And I would offer to help. And they're like, no, you're my guest. And I'm saying to myself, I would have helped you like 20 minutes ago and get the longer a person waits, that's when the stuff like gets started to get crusty and there's more effort. So the bottom line on that little make life easier thing is clean up right away. Now, if you're baking a cake or if you're doing batch cooking, many people that are listening do this, and I always do it. I clean up as I go along. Let's say I'm throwing on a meatloaf, right? I put the whole thing together, whatever, and I have a very efficient way of doing a meatloaf. If you want to take a minute and give a listen, I take my loaf pan and I use it as my mixing bowl. I'm only dirtying up my loaf pan What? Yes, yes, yes. It does not get easier than that. First, I spray my loaf pan with nonstick spray. Then I enter all my ingredients in there and I mix it up in the loaf pan. I'm not taking out extra mixing bowls. I'm not dirtying up extra dishes, right? But the utensils, while that thing is baking, all any utensils that I might have needed, during the course of it, if I have maybe one bowl for whatever the reason, I will immediately wash it. I'm not going to sit around and let that thing get crusted up. Work as you go along. If you bake a cake, all the mixing bowls and everything, while that cake is in the oven, clean up immediately. Then if you want to kick back during the remainder of the time your cake is baking or make a phone call, whatever you're doing, of course, put your timer on. But these are just like, to me, makes life a lot easier. Now, a lot of people say, I don't want to make my coffee in the morning. I'm too tired. You know, these days more than ever, honestly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me for feeling this way. I mean, okay, is it that hard? Now, I make instant coffee. To me, it doesn't get easier than that. So I have one of those, those pots that just, those kettles, electric kettles, and I literally pour water in kettle, okay? Put instant coffee in cup, pour hot water over instant coffee, add whatever flavoring I want to add to it. Some people like this black. Some people want milk, some people want cream. Doesn't matter. Now you tell me, is that harder than, say, get up, take shower, get dressed, get in car, drive over, wait a while, and buy coffee because it's too much work to make coffee at home? What? No, sorry. Boil water, pour over instant coffee, 2 seconds, done. Now that's one option. Okay. I happen to enjoy instant coffee, but the whole world does not enjoy instant coffee. I grant that. But there are so many ways to do it with those, those cups, letter K. You can use that kind of cup. Okay, right? Am I right or am I right? People can just set up their, even if they have an older coffee maker. I still have a coffee maker from my mom that she had purchased like forever ago. I would say a good 20, I'm looking at it, probably about 23 years ago. A basic Mr. Coffee pot. I didn't get rid of it. First of all, it gives me memories of my mom, and it still works. It still works. It gets the job done for anybody that wants they don't care for instant. They like their sort of brewed. Okay. So I'm like, now you tell me a person can't fill that thing up the night before and let's say set a timer on it if they want, or even just set it up the night before and just flip a switch. This is what I'm saying. These are things that make life easier. Another thing, make bed right before you get up. I'm telling you, I find that a it just starts the day better. Nothing is nicer than you get up, do a little stretching first. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Don't jump out of bed. Well, at my age, I'm not jumping out of anything. So jump out of bed quickly. No, 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 no. Okay. Get up, stretch, nice, nice. Put on maybe a little music or put on maybe the Instant Coffee with Jan show. Just saying, just saying. And I know many of you do faithfully. Thank you. Keep it up. I appreciate it. Now, so honestly, so what I'll do is I'll listen to my own show a minute and go, oh, wow, who's that lady? She's not bad. Just joking, just kidding. Oh my gosh. But what I will do is put on something, maybe music, maybe my video, maybe other co-YouTuber videos that, catching up on stuff of that nature. And I'm making my bed. Get up, stretch, make bed. So easy peasy. And if your coffee, okay, was already programmed to go off and be made, you're smelling hot coffee rolling out of bed. These are the things that make life easier. Sometimes I think we make too much difficulty for ourselves, for really and truly for no good reason. For no good reason. We just don't realize it sometimes, though. We don't realize it sometimes. Now, another thing, now, because of the nature of what I do, there's a lot of time that I'm spending downloading things. Thankfully, with, good internet speed and StreamYard, and I make no bones about it. I love to use StreamYard. Thankfully, it's a fairly fast process, but it still takes a few minutes. So instead of me like wasting those few minutes, I will do one of the following. I will multitask at that moment. This makes life easier. That thing could be downloading, but I could be checking email. I could be replying to comments, that type of thing. So if you could find in your life something while you're, technical stuff is going on, like downloading something that might take a few minutes, that might be a moment to either take a mental vacation while it's doing that, put on a little music, get up and stretch, get up, walk, make that phone call, that you keep putting off. Yeah, there are ways and there are ways. Tell me something. What ways can you find make your life easier? I'm telling you, getting things ready the night before can really help you out in the morning. That's an old, tried, and true thing because it is the truth. There you go. Please let us know in the comment section below, what things do you do to streamline your day? Not necessarily only in the morning, any time of the day. What do you do to make your life a little bit easier, a little bit more efficient? That'll put a smile on your face. There you go. All right, everybody, don't forget to come back in the future for some more Instant Coffee with Jan shows. And by the way, I do have another show. It's called the No Frills Video Show. It's beyond the minute and it's less than 5 usually. Once in a while, it goes over to 6. But 99% of the time, I would say I keep it from under 5 minutes. No fancy schmancy bells and whistles there. There you go. Have an amazing, fantastic day, everybody, and take good care. See you next week. Bye bye.